Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you with a new video of the week for New Comic Book Wednesday. This week, just going to show off a couple of the pickups that I did on Wednesday, as well as a half-price books haul from this past weekend. So I'll get to that after the new comics. This week was kind of a heavy week. There was a lot of books that came out, a lot of first appearances, key issues that a lot of people were after. So I'm glad that I made it to my comic shop first and was able to get a few of these books. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with the independent books as always. This week there's only one, and it's from Image. And I've been talking about this series for a while here, The Realm. This is issue 7, just the A cover, just continuing on. Love this series. I hope it continues after. I believe there's issue 9 or 10 that's going to happen as of right now, but I hope it keeps going. Becomes like a Walking Dead. So The Realm, cover A. So moving on to Marvel, I've got 3 books here from Marvel, as well as one from last week that I went and I saw they still had one. So let's start with the book from last week. This is Champions 21. That's my second copy of it. As you guys know, this is the first appearance of a new hero in here, Snowguard, I believe her name is. So I saw that they had one left. I'm really surprised nobody had grabbed it. So I picked up another one. Moving on to this week's books, we got Black Panther #2. I don't usually get Black Panther books, but this is pure speculation on my part. Inside, in this story, Eric Killmonger comes back, and he's got a suit that looks exactly like Black Panther's, but he has, it looks like a Venom symbiote on him, so it's pure spec that he becomes some type of new symbiote Black Panther. So pure spec, pick this one up. Moving on to a big one of the week right here. This is Venom #3. This right here is the first appearance of the Symbiote God. I know a lot of people had been talking about for the last 2 issues that the Symbiote God was showing up, and that he had shown up in the first one as this big dragon, and in the second one there was some big monster. But in this one, this is the first appearance of the actual Symbiote God. I believe his name is Kull. So if you get out to your comic shop, make sure that you pick one of these up. So Venom #3, and this is just the A cover. They had the B cover, the 1 in 25. I was just too slow to grab it. They only had one. Moving on to the big one of the week from Marvel. This is Miss Marvel 31. That is that. This is the one everybody's been talking about with Miss Marvel with the bubblegum cover, as I've heard it called. They had 2 of these. I had asked for one to get pulled to held, but they said they couldn't hold it for me. So luckily I got to my comic shop first and was able to pick one up. So I should have grabbed them both, but I'm just not that kind of guy. I usually just take one of each comic, even if I know it's a speculation book, unless, you know, if I go the next week and it's still there, then okay, I've given everybody else 1 week chance to grab the book. Nobody wanted it, I'll take it, just like I did with Champions. So Miss Marvel 31. It is a really nice cover, and actually at some point I might send that to get graded. You never know. This is really pure speculation on my part. Could end up down the road selling this book because Miss Marvel is really hot right now. A lot of people are picking up her key issues, any of her really nice covers. So never know. If I get it graded, want to sell it at some point. But as of right now, it's just in my personal collection. So moving on to DC. DC had some really big, key issues as well this week. Let's just start off with this one. This is the last one-shot issue in the Batman Prelude to the Wedding. This is the Harley versus Joker. Next week is Batman issue 50. That's the wedding. Batman versus Batman and Catwoman. So this issue sets up where Joker was in the church in issues 48 and 49. So if you've read all the preludes, all 5 preludes, they're all a setup for Batman issue 48 and 49. So now you know why Joker was in that church where he had gotten that gun. If you had read 4849, you know he's got this huge revolver, and now you know where he got it, and it's in this issue. So if you haven't been picking them up, they're okay. I'm a huge Joker and Batman fan, so I definitely wanted to get them. But if they ever come out with a trade of this and put all 5 of them together, along with maybe 48, 49, and 50 of Batman, I would go ahead and get that if I were you. They're good stories. Sets everything up for the wedding. Next one I wanted to show off was this beautiful Francisco Mattina cover for Flash 49. This is just a continuation of the Flash War. This is part 3. Great issue. I just finished reading this one. I love these covers. Look at that. That's awesome. And all 3 of the Francisco Mattina Flash covers have been beautiful. This one just continuation. Barry Allen and Wally West are running. Barry Allen's just trying to catch Wally West, stop him from trying to break into the Speed Force. This issue actually answers some age-old questions. Who's faster, the Flash or Superman? You definitely got to read this issue to find out. And it actually answers the who's faster, Wally West or Barry Allen. So at the end, you kind of find out who's faster in that. I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you guys to go out there and get this book. Find out. Awesome book. I'm definitely looking forward to issue 50. Next one I got, Detective Comics 983. This is the B cover. This is the Mark Brooks cover. Great looking cover. Mark Brooks, he's done some fabulous work as of late. This is a key issue as well. A lot of people weren't really talking about it, but there's a new Batman villain in these. As I believe there's a new Batman villain. He's under a mask. You don't really know who it is. I think he called himself Karma. He says that the Bat family is making Batman weaker. So as of right now, I believe that's the first appearance of a new villain in Batman, but you never know. In the next issue or 2 issues from now, he could take the mask off and it's an old villain that's just come back to haunt Batman. But if you go out to your comic shop, you find this, there's going to be plenty of this issue. There's not a lot of people talking about it. I would at least pick up the A cover. Pick up one cover. And then the last one I got for the week, and this is a big one for DC. This is the Teen Titans Special #1. A lot of people have been out there looking for this one. Luckily, my comic shop had one held for me, and this is the first cameo appearance of Crush, which is Lobo's daughter. And this is also the first appearance of the new team for Damian, Red Arrow, Kid Flash, Crush, and then there's 2 other new heroes that are in here, new Teen Titans. So I was able to grabbed 2, and there's a story behind this, why I grabbed 2. Like I said, I don't usually grab 2, I usually grab 1. But one of my good friends, he sends all my books for me to get graded, right? Because he's a huge comic collector. He has one of those premium like subscriptions through CGC. So he sends his books to get graded to CGC, and he's always asked, hey, do you got books you want to send? So I usually send about 5. When he sends a box of 30, he'll let me put in 5 books. And he only he really doesn't even charge me the full price on getting them graded. And he gets them all pressed and cleaned. So he's on a vacation right now. He wasn't able to get to his local comic shop. And he texted me before he left. He said, hey, man, your book, because I sent Avenging Spider-Man #9, which is that first appearance of Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers is Captain Marvel. I sent that book off to get graded 2 or 3 months ago. He said, well, hey, it's on its way. This week when you go to your comic shop, can you get me a Teen Titans Special #1, and that'll be what I charge you for that Avenging Spider-Man getting graded. So I said, oh yeah, man, I'd rather pay $5 than, whatever, $20 or whatever he was going to charge me to get it graded. So luckily they had 2. I grabbed it, and one of them's for me, one of them's for my collection, and one's going to be for him. So that's it for the new books that came out this week. I did want to show off my pickups from the half price books that I did. So this last weekend I went to Half Price Books, and the reason I went was I was on the Let Go app, and there was a gentleman on there that was giving away 3 boxes of actual books. There was romance novels and education books and all sorts of stuff. And he didn't want anything for him. He said, free, just come and pick them up. So I said, okay, I'll take them. And from his house, I went straight to the Half Price Books, the closest one to me, and I went and traded them in. So all these books here I got for free, and there is a huge key issue in this that I could not believe they had sitting right up front for $1.50. So let's go on. This is the first one I got. This Secret Wars. This is a Space Cadets variant. Nice cover. This has all the really main the superheroines, right? It's got Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, Spider-Gwen, Silk, and Jane Foster's Thor. I thought that was a really nice cover. Moving on, I got this Justice League 25. Got Justice League 39. The one I'm really looking for is Justice League 40. That is the first appearance of Darkseid's daughter. Her name escapes me right now, and I'll end up throwing it in there into the video. But I've been looking for that book for a long time, and I can't find it anywhere for a decent price. I'll eventually find it, but wanted to get 39. The big one for DC that I grabbed, though, really happy they had that. Detective Comics 523. This is the first cameo appearance of Killer Croc. Really happy they had that one. This is I paid the most for any of these. All these books were really cheap. This is the one. I just had some money left over from that trade, and this is the one I wanted. Didn't have it in my collection. Huge Batman and Detective Comics fan, so I had to have that. Moving on to the Marvel books that they had. This one's been seeing some action here recently. This is X-Men 24. With last week's wedding of Rogue and Gambit, this book is kind of shot up in value a little bit. People have been out there looking for it. They had it. I think I paid $1 for this book. Nice cover. I do like that cover. The red isn't as bright as I would have hoped, but definitely dig that. They had this. This is Deadpool 27, The Wedding of Deadpool. This is a key issue on the lower end of the key issues. This is a Guinness World Record holder for the most characters on a cover of a comic book. Not a Deadpool fan, but I saw it. I knew what it was, so I took it. Wasn't very expensive at all. And the last book that I could not believe they had, and like I said, it was sitting right up front with a $1.50 price tag. Nobody had picked it. I can't believe they didn't. But here we go. Captain Marvel 14. That's a big one right there. That is the first cameo appearance of Kamala Khan or Miss Marvel. This book predates the all-new Marvel Point 1, which is her first full appearance, Miss Marvel's. So I saw it. I said, oh man, I got it. I couldn't believe it. Like, I grabbed it and I never let it go. I never let this book go. Because I paid $1.50 for this book. And right now on eBay, raw sales are upwards of $200 to $300 for this. I cannot believe. And it's all based off of speculation, I know. But I'll take it. I'll send it to get graded. And I can use this book to trade up on one of my other key issues that I want a better grade on. That's all it's based. I'm not a Captain Marvel fan. I'm not a Kamala Khan fan, but I know what people are paying for, what people are buying, so I can use this book. So let's go on to talk about what's coming out next week. Next week be July 4th. Let's start with DC. Next week I'm looking at getting Batman 50, of course. Looking at the A and the C cover. Nice covers there. Also looking at Catwoman #1. That's her new series coming out for Catwoman. And on that one, I'm going to be getting that B cover. I'm going to really try to get the B cover. That's the Art Germ variant. Also Deathstroke 33, the continuation of that Batman versus Deathstroke storyline. Looking at the B cover again on that. That's a Francisco Mattina cover. This is a beautiful cover. with Damian Wayne, half Robin, half looks like he's half Deathstroke there. And also Justice League number 3, that A cover. Like I said last week, that Justice League 2 was the first appearance of the new Ultraviolet Lantern Corps. So definitely gonna pick this one up because this will be like the first cover appearance of that Ultraviolet Corps. Moving on to Marvel, I'll grab the Immortal Hulk number 2. I like that first issue. Definitely want to keep pulling that one. I like the way what they're doing with Hulk now. And the other Marvel book I'll be getting is that Cosmic Ghost Rider number 1. I think it's going to be a mini series. So I think it's 4 or 5 issues. So I'll definitely be grabbing that Cosmic Ghost Rider. I do have his first appearance around here. I think I have it. Yep. So definitely a book I want to get. But that's it for books for next week. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that I want to get. And actually Batman, it'll be 2, both covers. I didn't show off the 2 graded books that I always like to showcase. On the right hand side, I got that God Country number 1, 9.8. That was a mini series. It was pretty good, but Donnie Cates has actually come out on Instagram and shown off that symbol for God Country. So I think he's bringing that back. They're doing something with it. That was a really key book last year when it came out. A lot of people were looking for it. And then on the left-hand side, I got that Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's number 8. That is the death of Barry Allen. I actually have 2 copies of that. I have the news. This is that's the direct edition, and I have a newsstand copy of that. But I think my newsstand is actually a better grade than my direct edition. I never sent the direct copy in to get graded. So anyways, guys, hey, thanks for watching. Like I always say, if this is your first time watching my videos, hit the subscribe button. Give me a like. Write me a comment. Tell me what you guys picked up this week. What did I miss? I might have missed something. I know I definitely missed that the Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur, which was the first appearance of Princess Fisk. My comic shop just didn't have any, and I haven't been able to go to any other shops. So I'm pretty sure they're all sold out here in San Antonio. But what else did I miss? I might have missed something. You guys keep me in the loop. What's coming out next week that I might not have put on my list. But yeah, definitely write me a comment. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you next week.